This how-to video will show you how to put article information in your research spreadsheet. All right, each team or researcher will be giving a Google Drive with the following folders: data, journals, literature, other, photos and videos, and proposal, paper, poster, and presentations. In the literature folder, there's a literature spreadsheet. And in that literature spreadsheet, one of the worksheets is titled, wait for it, Research Article List. This spreadsheet is where you keep information about all the articles that you find when you're doing your research. Now, you may need to make some changes here. The first column should be researcher abbreviation. Use ABB for abbreviation. And then the second column is researcher name. So you would type your name in this column, your researcher abbreviation in the first column. Let's just format these correctly. We want the alignment to be up at the top. And for it to wrap. Okay, so the first column is researcher abbreviation, which you should have obtained already, and then you have your researcher name. So for each article, you put this information in here. If you're working with a team, then each person is going to have their own articles on each line. So one row of the spreadsheet would be one researcher's information on one article. And if you're doing the research by yourself, you'll have multiple articles. So the number column, you just number these consecutively. The first article you find is 1. For priority is where you prioritize how important you think this article is to the research you're doing. So make up your own priority system. I use ABC, so if it's most important, I put an A in there. Less important, a B, least important, a C, and so forth. Now, the paper column. If you're using footnotes in your paper, and when you get to that point and you're using numbers, if you're using that system, you'd put a number here. So for now, you can ignore this until you're actually writing the paper. All right. Now, the significance, when you're doing your research, some articles will jump out at just being more important. So suppose you found one article that says that the cure for cancer is green tea. Right, then you might type that in there, something important like that to help remind you which article said that. That's going to be very important later on when you're writing the paper and you have ideas that come up and, geez, I want to quote that idea, but I can't remember where it's from. Next column, you put in the author's full name, the date published, the place published, what article, what periodical, and so forth, what magazine, the full article name here, and then you write the article name as a reference with notes. Now, go to the protocol section in the resources to learn how to do that. Then you put a link to the research here, and then you take the file name, and for every file article that you find, you should produce a PDF, and you should store that PDF in the correct spot in these research drives. You rename the PDF following the file name format, which can also be found in the protocol section. There's a spreadsheet of protocols, and there might be other video links to instructions of how to do that. So learn how to do that there and put the right file name here. All right. Then the date you accessed it, and then a website. If the article came from a website, you put the link to the website. So you do that for every article that you find. You put this information here. If you're doing independent research, you've got it all there on your own research spreadsheet. If you're working as a team, then your whole team will be accessing this spreadsheet and putting their information in. Thank you.